Hey, yeah, what's up? This is Cyber Marshall Currents Rain back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-America all day. So I was laying in my bed this morning, and what came to me about my campaign, about this 44 states with child marriage campaign, the child marriage laws and the age of consent laws campaign, was the fact that something we didn't think about. 44 states marrying children is exploring the kids' bodies. It's exploring the bodies of kids, of children. It's exploring their bodies. Because I need you to understand all the dynamics. This is why I couldn't possibly, hear this part, I couldn't possibly get all of this done in one message because it's too many dynamics to break down in this issue. I got to talk about, you know, the parental consent part, how that doesn't matter. It's the fact that it's an option in our country. It's that part that we care. That has to be a whole message. Then I have to come and show you the world record, the age of consent in 40 states in the age of consent is under 18 in 40 states. The new law, July 1st, 2019 law, which allows adults to marry children at any age. I had to break down all these different areas, these different laws, and the different dynamics of the laws, the different perspectives of it. Like 17, for example, 17 is still the age, is still a child. Okay, that's still a child. It doesn't matter what how people try to slice it and jazz it up and season it up. That's still a literal legal child. Okay, and so the universal law is 18 is should be the age of consent. But at this point, we're at looking at 44 states with child marriage. We're looking at the fact that it's actually exploring the bodies of children. Now you say, what do you mean exactly? Well, it's not a child marriage. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Because a child is not compatible with an adult. That's why. So a marriage between an adult and a child is nothing but sexuality. And it's the exploring of the body of children. So if you don't understand this, you'll be what I call a person that has stick figures in your mind when it comes to this issue. You think about it, but you don't think about the reality. I'm not trying to get you to be graphic in your thought process about this, but you do need to understand that 44 states with child marriage or any child marriage laws, period, because there's the July 1st, 2019 law, which is outside of the 44 states child marriage laws. They're outside of that. The last law was passed 3 years ago. That law is outside of the 44 states with child marriage law. But what you need to understand with all of them is that it's the exploring of the body of children. It's exploring the body. What else are they doing? When someone marries a child, what are they doing? They're exploring the body. This is what angers you the most when it comes to pedophilia, is the fact that it's an adult exploring the body of a child, right or wrong. You're thinking about the fact that the man is or the woman is playing around the genitals, opening up the genitals. It's the exploring of the body of the child that angers the community, right or wrong. It's the exploring of the breast. It's the exploring of the vagina of the child. That's what angers you the most. Is the fact that you think some dirty old guy is opening up the vagina of a child. Listen. I have to say it like I gotta say it. This is so. What is child marriage? Child marriage is exactly that. It's exploring the bodies of children. The rubber's meeting the road, guys. This is what I got this morning when I was laying in my bed. This is what I got. It is the exploring of the body of children. Right or wrong? What else is it? Is it exploring cooking? Are they exploring? Is child marriage exploring cooking? Is child marriage exploring summer vacations? So what is child marriage exploring? Huh? Child marriage is exploring the bodies of children. It's exploring their bodies. What is the pedophile doing when he? What is the what is the deviant doing when they marry the child? When they take them home like it's a game console? What are they doing? They're exploring the body of the child. They're exploring the body of the child. So they're exploring the vagina of the children. They're opening it up, playing around it. That's exploring the body of a child. This is what makes people angry. These are the images that come across your head that infuriates you. Is the fact that someone is exploring the body of a child, right? So 44 states for child marriage, that's what it's doing. The last child marriage law passed 3 years ago. You don't think anybody's taking advantage of that by now? It's been in effect 3 years. So you don't think anyone's taking advantage of that? If someone's taking advantage of it, that means that someone's exploring the bodies of children. Think about it. They're taking off the clothes of the children and they're exploring the bodies of children. So you don't think there's anyone that has taken advantage of these laws? Someone's taking advantage of it. Someone has a child right now based on the American government laws. Based on the American government laws, someone is exploring a child's body. Because if you don't think about this part, if you don't see this part, then you're just, like I said, you're just hearing child marriage. And because you are, as a culture, are not used to having serious conversations about this, most Americans are not used to it. You just hear child marriage and you just think about the actuality without thinking about the actuality. You say child marriage, you think about a man with a child. Boom. You just leave it at that. But that's not going to move you to action, and that's not going to show you why this is the end of this country. It's because in actuality, they are exploring the bodies of children. That's what they're doing. You can even go to the age of consent. The age of consent is under 18 in 40 states. That right there, that's exploring the body of children too. It's all exploring the bodies of children. And that's what you need to look at. Yeah, that's what you need to look at. That's what you need to look at. That's the detrimental part. That's what the crust of the child marriage is. I ain't gonna say relationship because it's not a relationship. It's not a marriage. But this is the label that they give it. Okay? This is the label that they give it. Okay? So that being said, now you have something to really think about. Let's just take off the labels. Let's talk about what actually happens. This is the details. It is the pedophile's mind all over a child, exploring the body, looking at it, touching it, fondling it, penetrating it, everything that comes with sex. It's a sexual sexually exploring. It's a sexual exploring, if you will, of the child. This child marriage. So it's basically doing what these illegal pedophiles do. It's sexually exploring the child. Except they get to do it for 24/7. 24/7, man. If you don't see this, if you don't understand this, you're not going to understand why this ends your community. You're not going to understand why it is such a problem. Because you're not listening, you're not allowing yourself to see the details of the situation. The details are so that so it can really be brought home to your mind and brought home to all those that is about this revolution. It's exploring. It's exploring the body of a child. A man is actually playing around the vagina of a child. That's what this child marriage is doing. That's what the child marriage is doing in 44 states. It's men playing around children's vaginas. They're exploring with their hands and their bodies the bodies of children. This is what they're doing. So when you see it from this point of view, when I say it like this, it shows you, it exposes the true reality, which is it's not a marriage. It's not a real marriage. That's ridiculous for anyone to think that a child can be in a marriage. It's ridiculous. Think about it. That in itself, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous concept. It's a ridiculous concept. When we're talking about literal children. And if you think it's not talking about literal children, July 1st, 2019, the last child marriage law, they said any age of children. With considering some circumstances. But the fact that they said any age of children, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. We're not going to let them play Jedi mind tricks. What we're looking at is the fact that they say any age of child. Now, if you cared about circumstances of the child, per se, then why are you saying any age of children? So you see how we got them? They said any age of children, no minimum age, meaning any age. Any age. Right? So any age is any age. No minimum age. Minimum age is any age. No, any age. Right? So how can any age of child be in a marriage? Man, that's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous concept. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous It's ridiculous for you to even think that that's even possible in the American community. That a fully grown person can be hand in hand. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you the only thing that's going on. The only thing that's going on is sex and exploring the body of children right under your nose, and it's happening, and then they locking other people up for doing it. Which means to me that your country now has no law system because it can't contradict itself this sharply and be a legal law system. You can't lock one man up for exploring bodies of children and then give rights to another man to explore the bodies of children. You can't do it. It's the same thing. You can't play that Jedi mind trick on me. Listen, you have been charmed by the Jedi mind trick. What do you think this is? An adult with a child. What is that? See, that's a Jedi mind trick. You got to see, the Jedi mind tricks in America comes with terms. See how to get your child marriage. Okay, first of all, how can a child be in a marriage? Okay, so you're still supposed to be going to school. How you married? You're not even educated. How you supposed to be getting married? You can't even drive a car. How you supposed to be getting married? Huh? You can't even vote. How you supposed to be married? You can't vote. So you're marrying someone who can't even, I'm not saying we as Christians don't vote, but you get my point. You're marrying somebody that can't even possibly drive a car, can't vote, can't even work. Right? No possibility of it. How is that a marriage? That's you. That's a person taking a human being and using it for sexual gratification. That's all it is. There's no other purposes. They can't serve any other purposes. So what purpose are they serving? What purposes are they serving? Love, they can't understand it. They don't have any experiences in life. So how are they sharing love with you when they have no complexity of mind to where there's any experiences, real experiences in life at all? No true interactions with other human beings. You know, they haven't come to the place where an adult comes to, where they start to understand their own body and sexuality. They haven't come to that part to where they can share a relationship with you sexually. So it's just one-sided, where a person is taking a human being that's underage and using them for their sexual gratification. So they use the Jedi mind trick of child marriage. That's the Jedi mind trick. You hear marriage and you like, well, that's what they used to do. And you just dumb as a rock. You dumb as a bag of rocks. Okay, maybe it was what they used to do. But culturally speaking, it's not what's going on now in America, right? There's no people that get on TV and say, you know what? Child marriage is booming this year. Anybody on American TV saying, or CNN or MSNBC or ABC, any of those news networks, anybody on there talking about the statistics in a positive way of child marriage? Any of your mayors and governors talking in a positive way about child marriage? Ooh. So nobody's talking about it in a positive, open way to the public, right? So it's not an open a topic to the public. It's not an open topic to the public, right? So why is it going on? It's not an open topic to the public. I got to do a video on that too. Child marriage is not an open topic to the public. It's not something that these mayors and governors can get on TV and talk about. Your president isn't talking about it. It's not an open topic. Kamala Harris, she used to be a prosecutor concerning child sexual assault. She's not openly talking about it. It's not an open topic for her. It's not an open topic for Obama. He's going around still talking, but it's not an open topic for him either. It's not an open topic for any of these people in America. It's not an open topic, but they're all running around talking. So if child marriage is not an open topic in politics, you don't hear Donald Trump. Now you see what I'm saying? You don't hear Donald Trump talking about it. You don't hear anybody talking about it. So why did they pass the last child marriage law 3 years ago and it's not an open conversation? Explain to me why they have child marriage in America, but it's not an open conversation to politicians. Why? Listen, why aren't they just talking about it? They just passed the last law 3 years ago, so you can have a conversation about that part. You can have a conversation about those particular laws. So how come Donald Trump didn't say nothing about it when it was passed under his administration? He's talking about everything else. How come he didn't have an open conversation about it? How come it isn't just an open topic that everyone can talk about? How come they don't talk about it at these big conventions and the Democratic conventions? Ooh. That's it right there. That's the target. I neutralized that target. How come they don't talk about it at these Democratic conventions? Republican conventions? Here's another one. How come they don't talk about it at the presidential debates and the vice presidential debates? How come they don't talk about child marriage openly to the public? Oh man, that's good. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. How come they don't talk about it? If they passing the laws, this is a law. How come you can't openly talk about it? Now you see what I'm saying? Spooks you out, don't it? That no one virtually talks about this. But yet you pass laws for people to do it. But yet you can't have the conversation. I don't think the American government should be passing any laws for stuff they can't openly talk about. How about that part? They can't talk about it. They can't openly have this conversation. They can't do it. But yet they're passing laws. They just passed the last one 3 years ago, where men are exploring your children and they're calling it child marriage. That's a Jedi mind trick. I'm going to do a video on that too. It's a Jedi mind trick to call child marriage child marriage. It's a Jedi mind trick. It's not child marriage. It's using marriage as a cover-up to save face for the American government, to make them look good, to say, well, we at least letting them marry him. Look at it, it's a marriage. They sound like a pedophile too, don't they? Look at it, it's a marriage. look, it's a marriage. See, I caught you, it's a marriage. That's a joke, man. You can't be serious. It's not a marriage, bro. It's a Jedi mind trick from the Jedi. I told you not to trust the Jedi. The government passed this law. That's considered the Jedi. Right or wrong? I told you not to trust him. Look. 3 years ago, they passed this law, and now they're doing a Jedi mind trick telling you it's child marriage. Telling you it's child marriage. Telling you it's such a thing as child marriage. Like Santa Claus or something. Isn't it like Santa Claus? It's the closest thing to Santa Claus, right? Legally speaking. Because there's no such thing of this. How is it a such thing of a child marriage? That's an oxymoron almost. That's like saying a child job, a child CEO, right? A child executive producer, right? Anything that has an adult label on it, right? A child construction worker. Ever heard of a child construction worker? Have you ever heard of a child construction worker? So what this supposed to be, a little league marriage? You know, you got the major leagues, you got softball, you got hardball. Hardball is for adults, right? What this supposed to be, a little league marriage? America is making little league marriage now. This is marriage for the little leagues. I know you hate it, but we got you. I know you hate it, but we got them. Huh? You either roll with it or get rolled over. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you're talking about. They got little league marriage now. You got little league marriage. I never heard of a little league marriage. You see China doing a little league marriage? Hey, is Russia doing little league marriage these days? So why you pass little league marriage three years ago? Can you answer that, Joe Biden? Why did they pass little league marriage, bro? Kamala Harris, can you tell me why they got little league marriage in your country? Little league marriage, bro. That's what it is. But I never heard of a child construction worker. Anybody ever heard of a child construction worker with a hard hat and they go out and secure structures of a house? You ever seen a child get up on a ladder and secure it with a drill structures of wooden structures of a house? It's not their thing, is it? It's not their thing, is it? You ever seen children working at a plant? Child position for a plant. They can't do nothing else in our society, but they can get married. Oh, hit a nerve. You got any child driver licenses where children can drive? I'm talking about children. Because this last child marriage law says any age of children. So now we can get past 16 or 17. You can go a little lower. How low can you go? Well, they say any age. Boy, that's really going low, bro. You got little league marriage now in America. And they're using the Jedi mind trick on you, talking about marriage. And you just so gullible. Ooh, yeah, that's a marriage. Child marriage. Some people so stupid, so smart, they stupid. They talking about, ooh, that's an interesting concept. Interesting concept. It is the exploring of children's bodies. That's what it is. It's the exploring of children's bodies. That's what it is. And who you mad at? Me or them? At the end of the day, what, you want me to have a different attitude about it? What attitude am I supposed to have about it? Huh? See, you splitting hairs on me, but you ain't splitting hairs on them. Why? You tell me why they got little league marriage now. That's what we're going to be calling it. It's little league marriage, bro. In baseball, you got regular baseball, then you got the little leagues. This This is little league marriage, bruh. You see how ridiculous it is? So how they having little league marriage then, man? Explain that to me. All these tough guys in your country, do you know they got little league marriage now? All you gangsters and thugs and mercenaries and hitmen, all you mob bosses, you know they got little league marriage in America now? Little league marriage, yeah. That part. Little league marriage. All these musicians, everybody talking all loud all the time. Ye West talking all loud all the time. Do Kanye West know they got little league marriage? Do Jay-Z know they got little league marriage? Beyonce know they got little league marriage here? Does Beyonce know y'all got little league marriage in America? She knows y'all have little league marriage? I'm pretty sure she don't. I'm pretty sure Beyonce doesn't know you got little league marriage here. Hey, won't you go tell Beyonce that you got little league marriage? Huh? Hey, do Michael Jordan know? He used to play sports. Michael Jordan isn't he owner of a team? Do Michael Jordan know y'all got little league marriage? He's the titan of sports. He's a titan of sports. He's a titan of a sport. Hey, do Jordan know? Yes or no? Do Jordan know? This is a yes or no question. Do Jordan know y'all got little league marriage? Do he know y'all got 44 states with child marriage? Huh? Well, do Michael Jordan know that y'all passed your last child marriage law that allows adults to marry children at any age? Any age. Michael Jordan know about that? Does Michael Jordan know y'all got little league marriage? Huh? Back to Joe Biden. Do Joe Biden, the man of the hour, do he know y'all got a little league marriage? So Joe Biden know y'all got a little. Donald Trump, he think he gonna do something. Hey, he done been in office 4 years already. He know y'all got a little league marriage. Do Donald Trump know why he's talking about making America great again? You know what America made? You know what America made? A little league for marriage. Yeah, won't you tell people that at your rallies, Donald Trump? How come we never heard Donald Trump talk about child marriage? You never heard it out of his mouth, have you? Big as his mouth is, you know how he likes to stretch it like he's eating a hot dog. He always do it like this, like he's eating a hot dog. Why he cup his mouth like that when he's like he's eating a hot dog, man? All the talking he do out of that mouth that look like he eating a hot dog. How come he ain't how come he ain't talking about the little league marriage, child marriage for little leagues? Huh? How come the police ain't talking about marriage for little leagues here in America? Police ain't talking about little league marriage, are you? How about the military? The military, y'all know about little league marriage? They got marriage for little leagues now. They got marriage for little leagues. Yeah, for all you people that's they go hunt pedophiles, did you know they have little league marriage now? All you people in the community that think you're Batman, did you know they have little league marriage in America? They got little league marriage at this point. At this point, the first day of winter, December 20th, 2022, they got little league marriage, Batman, Superman, whoever you think you are. Hold up, let's just go for the whole Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, they got little league marriage in America now. What you gonna do about that? For all you self-proclaimed vigilantes. Now, you know the ones, they think they Batman. You know the type. They think they're Batman and Superman. You know they got a little league for marriage now. No, I didn't say a hero league for marriage. For heroes like myself. I didn't say a hero league of marriage. I said a little league of marriage. They got little league marriage for little leagues, for little guys, for little babies, for little boys and girls. They got little league marriage now. Huh? Did you know about that? Hey, all these restaurants, the CEO of all these restaurants, you know, do they know y'all got little league marriage? Hey, we need to let them know. They're involved in charities, you know. McDonald's does charity for St. Jude. They have the little thing where you can donate up there at the cash register. Don't you think you should tell them you got a little league marriage? They need to start putting their money and start supporting me. Hey, you helping St. Jude. St. Jude ain't telling you about little league marriage. Do St. Jude know about little league marriage? Hey, do St. Jude, that does get all that money from everybody at the McDonald's registers, how about if they're so much protecting children and helping children, why don't they tell us about the little league marriage? They're not telling us about it, are they? Yeah. See that part? All these singers and actors. All these cop shows. Do all these guys that do these cop shows, they know about little league marriage in America? Well, you're making a cop show like you're so heroic here in America. Like you're so heroic. Ew. Why you acting like heroes on all these cop shows? You know you got a little league of marriage here? I told you this is a tank, man. I told you we ain't playing no games. This is rolling over everybody. You see what I'm doing? You see how I'm opening up your mind? Yeah. That's why I gotta make more videos so that you understand all these different components and satellites of thought and reality. Yeah. If I am a villain, I'm the first legitimate one. Right or wrong? Because they got a little league of child marriage here. That's what I'm talking about. You mad about it? You mad because they have a little league of child marriage. Man, won't y'all hang up that little league of marriage, man? Huh? Hey, Snoop used to run a little league didn't he used to run a little league for football? That's basically a little league, right? Do Snoop Dogg know about little league child marriage? Come on, y'all love Snoop. Won't y'all tell Snoop the truth? Won't y'all tell Snoop the truth? Huh? Won't y'all tell Snoop there's a little league of marriage here. Y'all got a little league marriage. Why don't you tell Snoop? Snoop loves the children. He had a whole league for football, right? Some of those kids went to the NFL. Then won't y'all tell Snoop, a stand-up guy for children, won't y'all tell him that they got a little league for children for marriage? Won't you tell him? You scared, ain't you? You scared for everybody to know. You scared, ain't you? Why you think you got something on me? What you think you got on me? Huh? What you think you got on me? Oh, psychological stuff? Thoughts? You can't be serious, bro. I'm a bull, man. I'm bulldozing you. I'm bulldozing you. Hey, you know a kid can't run a bulldozer, don't you? There's no child positions for bulldozing. There's no bulldozing child positions. However, you have child little league marriage here. But there's no child positions for like running a forklift or bulldozing. No child can run a forklift, right? So how can they get married? Anybody ever seen a child run a forklift? Not a Tonka forklift. Hey, not a Tonka toy forklift. Not a Tonka toy forklift. Have you ever seen a child run a forklift? So how do they have child little league marriage here? They can do everything. They can't do nothing else, but they can do that part. Hey, they can do that part. And what that tells you, they use the Jedi mind trick talking about a marriage, and it ain't no marriage. It ain't nothing but the exploring of the bodies of children. That's what they're doing. It ain't nothing else but that. And that's the part that you hate about the pedophile the most. Do you hate how he dresses? So you hate how the pedophile dress. It's not how he dresses, is it? It's the fact that he explores the bodies of children. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? I neutralized my target right there, buddy. Right there. It ain't got nothing to do with how he look. It ain't got nothing to do with how the pedophile dress. It ain't got nothing to do with the kind of music he listen to. It ain't got nothing to do with the food he eat. It has to do with the fact that he's exploring children's bodies. So what you think happened in a child marriage? Marriage for little leagues. Little league marriage. It's only the exploring of bodies. Yeah, I'm shutting this rodeo down, buddy. Hey, we took the long way home. We took the long way to take care of this situation. So y'all wanted to go shoot it out with the government and all of this. No, you know how I'm shutting it down? They got little league marriage. They got little league marriage. They're exploring the bodies of children by law, right under your nose. And they use the Jedi mind trick talking about marriage. Did you see a child ever run a forklift? You ever seen a child pilot? I know you take Instagram pictures where you try to make your child look like a pilot. But in reality, in the real world, there is no child pilots, are there? So how come there's no responsibility given to children, but they have the responsibility of a marriage with a fully grown adult? They can't fly a plane, but you can have a wholesome relationship with an adult. You can do that part. Yeah, go ahead. Right here in the red, white, and blue. Yeah, you want to ignore the fact that same flag that you look at is the one that's doing it. They the one that passing the little league marriage laws. Yeah, the same one you're looking at. They're red, white, and blue with the star spangles on it. With the star spangled banner. That red, white, and blue. Yeah, that one right there. Not Japan. Not China. Not Russia. Not the white, blue, and red. No. No. Russia doesn't have little league marriage. China doesn't have little league marriage. You can't blame Russia. You can't blame China. That's your biggest rivals right there. And guess what? They don't have little league marriage. Russia doesn't have little league marriage. You can talk about the age of consent all day, but at the end of the day, they're not letting people take children home now, are they? America's letting people take children home like a Happy Meal. Here you are, you're an adult. You can have your little Happy Meal. It's called little league marriage. Grown men get little league marriage now. Grown men signing up for little league marriage. You're a grown man. Why are you signing up for little league marriage? Hey, you're a grown man. Why are you signing up for little league marriage? Listen, man, we're going all the way with this, bro. Man, God is on my side, man. Anybody jump, we destroy them. You understand that? You can't be serious. You got little league marriage and you in my face, you can die. That's for anybody. Can you play no games? This ain't no game. I know I'm hilarious, but you're not hilarious. I know you're a joke, but you can't tell jokes. Huh? That's for anybody in this community, this building I'm living in. That's for your neighborhood. You can't be serious stepping in my lane, playing your little games that you play. You got little league marriage in your country. Like I don't know when you're playing games. You know what you got going on? You know the real game you got going on? You know what I got on you? Little league marriage. That's what I got on you, buddy. I tell the women too, I call you buddy too. That's what I got on you, buddy. Little league marriage. Yeah, you can't step to this. You got little league marriage. While you playing psychological pedophile entrapment games with using your children like we don't know any better. Meanwhile, while you're using your children as a pedophile bait, like we don't know any better, like we were born yesterday, no pun intended, you have little league marriage. Throw some confetti up for you. You got little league marriage here. Yeah. Let's go look at the people that got little league marriage, guys. Let's look outside and see some little league marriage people out. Little league marriage citizens. There you go. That's a little league marriage citizen right there. That's a little league marriage citizen. They're all around, you know. The little league marriage citizens. They're the citizens of the little league marriage country. Hey, you mad at me? Hey, listen. You can't play no games, bro. Yeah, you should want to kill yourself. You got little league marriage. And it ain't going away. Hey, it's not going away. Look, why should I take pride in the country that has little league marriage? Tell me why. Huh? Tell me why I should take pride in the country that has little league marriage. I'm talking about me. Y'all, the rest of y'all ignorant. Let's just assume you don't know. Because you ain't been knowing. So you don't know, so you take pride in something you don't know nothing about, right? Right. I know, so why should I take pride in a little league country? Little league country that has little league marriage. You're a little league now. You're not major league. How are you major league when you got little league marriage? How are you a major league country? You see how you're reduced down to being minute? You have little league marriage, but here you are in my face. You're in my face as if you're masters. You know what you mastered? All forms and shapes and sizes of marriage. That's what you've mastered. Well, I'm pretty sure you got marriage for senior citizens, don't you? You got marriage for senior citizens? Those are mature marriages, aren't they? You got marriage for listen. It's like vitamins. You got the mature vitamins. You got the young folk vitamins in between. Then you got the gummies. You got the gummy marriages now. The gummies for children. I mean, adults can take the gummy vitamins, yeah. But they got the Flintstone. They got the Flintstone gummy marriages now. That's what they got going. You got gummy marriages now. Hey, your marriage is at the high chair. Y'all got high chair marriages now. You know, you got the high chairs. And it's at the kid table. You got the kid table marriages. If this was the IHOP, this would be the kid table's marriage. I can go all day with this, man. You got kid table marriage now, high chair marriage now. Yeah, that's the child menu, you know. They putting your children on the menu. Your children are on the menu, man. hey, your children are on the menu. How anybody gonna take y'all seriously? You can fly planes. All the people in the Navy flying all those planes like you Charlie Sheen. When you get done doing that, man, you know they got Little League marriage here. For all the people in the Navy, all you Navy Top Gun guys. Hey, Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick. Maverick. Come here, Maverick. Come here, Maverick. Maverick. You got Little League marriage, man. I know you thought you was tough and busting out your shirts and clothes. You got Little League marriage, bro. Huh? For all the tough guys. Hey, did y'all tell all the tough guys over from the 80s? Like all those action hero guys. Did you tell Sylvester Stallone y'all got Little League marriage? Listen, you gotta do this. I gotta do this. So y'all didn't tell Sylvester Stallone he doesn't know anything about this. You didn't tell Sylvester Stallone that y'all have child marriage in 44 states? Boy, oh boy, you some dirty dogs, aren't you? You didn't tell Bruce Willis? You didn't tell Bruce Willis that y'all got Little League marriage. Oh, and you didn't tell Al Pacino? Scarface, Tony Montana, you didn't tell him? You didn't tell Al Pacino y'all got child marriage, man? Scarface, Tony Montana was the one that died for the children because he didn't do the hit in the movie Scarface. That's why I like Tony Montana, because he really died for the children. Oh, you didn't think about it. He didn't do the hit. Sosa wanted him to blow up the car with the kids and the family in it. Since he didn't do that, that ended. That's why his relationship went wrong with Sosa. So, safe to say, Al Pacino's probably a stand-up guy when it comes to children. Did you tell him y'all got Little League marriage now? Did you tell him y'all passed your last child marriage law July 1st, 2019, 3 years ago under the Trump administration? Yeah, you added another little league to your addition. Another bundle of joy. Another bundle of joy. See, you don't want to do this with me? Yeah, you don't want to do this with me? I'm daddy. I will spank you. I will spank you. I'm daddy for real. I'm daddy, buddy. I spank you and your woman. I spank both of you. You got Little League marriage here. And you think you playing with me? How can you do it in your right conscience? Listen, you don't have no law system anymore. This is anarchy on the horizon. Well, why should I obey a country that has Little League marriage? Anybody feel like obeying the law anymore? Won't you rally with me? We all say, we all scream, not for ice cream, anarchy. We all scream for anarchy. I don't feel no need to obey a system that's marrying children, buddy. Hey, I don't know about you, but I feel no need to obey people that got little league marriage, man. Little league marriage, bro. Huh? All that is exploring the body of children, and they're using a Jedi mind trick, trying to save face for themselves and credibility for themselves, like saying, well, you did marry him. Hey, it's like old school. You remember back in the day where you had to get married when you had a child? But this is the flip around. Well, you have to marry the child. Back in the day, I mean, what happened from back in the day to now? Back in the day, if you had a child, you got married, right? That's old school. Your parents say, well, you got to get married. And guess what? You were saving face for the family. You was making the family look good by getting married because you had a child. So how speed up to now where you push the adult out the way and marry the child? Come on. What has the world come to where they're kicking an adult out the way and marrying a child? Now you got a little league marriage. You know you morons shouldn't have played with me. Listen, man, listen. You're no judge. You Americans have the worst morality state in the whole world. Who are you to go head to head with anybody, morally speaking? Bad idea, bro. Some would say it's suicide, especially when you got legal little league marriage. Hey, who are you to judge anything? That's why it's anarchy. We're not, listen, why should you judge anything at this point? Oh, that's a 7. Why should you judge anything, man? Let's just shut this all down. I'm serious. Why should you be judging anything at this point? I mean, really. You got little league marriage, for crying out loud. Don't you think you went far enough? Don't you think you've done everything? I mean, you've done it all. You've lived your life. You've lived your life. Can't say you didn't go by a YOLO. You only live once. Hey, you listen. You really made that. You made that statement. YOLO. You only live once. You know the abbreviation when the kids use YOLO, right? You only live once. Yeah, they listen. They got little league marriage. Hey, do all your teenagers know about this? Ain't nobody cooler than the teenagers. Why don't you go tell all these teenagers in high school? Let me go around to the high schools and tell them about it. Let's see how the teenagers feel about it. Let's see how all these teenagers feel about it. You got little league marriage. Yeah, because you know who's holding it back? It's the old people. It's the old people that's sitting around snarling at me. Let's talk to the children. Let's talk to the teenagers. What's more fitting? Let's talk to them and see how they feel. You know, the teenagers are the coolest in the country. Let's see how cool these kids think little league marriage is. Little league marriage. Let's go talk to a 16, 17-year-old, 15 even. The real cool kids with the Jordans and everything. Nice phones. Let's get them off their phones for a little bit. Bring them into the gymnasium. Set them down, and you sit them down in front of me, and I'll stand at the podium. And I'll tell them from the podium, children, don't be like America. Don't worry about drugs. Hey, listen. They got little league marriage. That's their new drug. Don't do little league marriage. Don't do little league marriage, children. You're almost there. You're almost there to adulthood. Don't do little league marriage. When you get to adulthood, don't look back and do little league marriage. Don't do little league marriage. They got 44 states with child marriage in your country. Child marriage? The teenagers probably like, woo, child marriage? Yes. 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 You got 44 states with child marriage. I bet all these teenagers don't know. While they're home babysitting on the weekend for extra money. They know y'all got little league marriage? Yeah, it ain't nothing but the old people. Old men Star Wars, young men in them. That would be me. Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of old nuts out there. Starting problems. How much you want to put on that? Thinking you still got it. You know what you got? Little league marriage, buddy. That's what you got. With all those gray hairs on your balls. Thinking you on my level. Just like they said, old men start wars, young men end wars. That's what I'm doing. I'm ending this foolishness. You got little league marriage. Ain't nobody taking America seriously in 2023, big baby. Hey, you can get mad at me, but get mad at yourself first. Hey, don't be a moron. Direct the anger where it belongs to be. Hey, your government did it. I didn't do it. Oh, so I used a Jedi mind trick to make them do it. Well, you got a hell of an imagination. You got a hell of an imagination, buddy. Right along with your Jedi mind tricks. All they trying to do is save face. That's why they call it a marriage. They save face for themselves, make themselves look unliable when they're still liable because they're morons. They're still liable. I'm Donald Trump's worst nightmare. You don't see that? He's a Gemini, I'm a Gemini. Oh, you didn't know that? I'm a Gemini, buddy. Well, how can I be this flamboyant and kick butt like this? I gotta be a Gemini. Tupac was a Gemini. Biggie Smalls was a Gemini. Marilyn Monroe was a Gemini. The Geminis, we run things. Prince, the singer, artist Prince, he was a Gemini. Listen, man, we run things, man. Huh? We run this. Y'all got little league marriage, and you think you want to contest with me. Look, man. You ain't got too much longer. You ain't got too much longer. You can be mad at me, but listen. It's indirect anger. You know, you're directing it towards me, making me a convenient emotional punching bag, which makes you a loser on top of having little league marriage. Well, you're not able to place the blame where it really belongs. That either makes you a moron or a loser. Which one you want to pick? That's for the popular people. Yeah, I know you're sensitive about your reputation. Well, how you think people are going to see you, buddy? You either are a loser or a moron. Well, look, you're not able to deal with reality properly. What you got? You lack critical thinking skills? Huh? You like what's the problem? Your country is marrying children in 44 states. Who you're mad at? Me? You're mad at me. You can't possibly be mad at me because I didn't pass the laws, you moron. So you're using me as a convenient punching bag, like a moron, like I'm going to hit this. Oh, you're using me like the wall. You're going to hit the wall. Boom. Just like a sucker, right? Just like a sucker. You got little league marriage here, bro. That's for all your little secret societies that's riding around like you a frat team, like a fraternity. Roo. Well, why you doing your little fraternity stuff? You got a little league of marriage, big baby. Yeah, it looked like I destroyed your cool. How are y'all cool now? Who's cool here but me? I'm the only one cool. Okay, so you cool, but you dumb and you don't know they got a little league marriage here. You not cool. Okay, so that's half of the population. So the other half the other percentages, the ones that passed the laws. How you cool? You the one passed Little League marriage. So no one shares cool no more. So it all makes sense. See, it's a fallen, listen, it's a fallen world. I got the ultimate revenge through God's vengeance. And here we are. Well, you came out to be the one that's really the pedophile. You got Little League marriage. I think there's no fitting better revenge than to find out that your whole country has Little League marriage. Let's throw some confetti up. Somebody throw some confetti up. If you got it at home, throw your confetti up. Throw some confetti up. That ain't the greatest revenge? That they're the ones that's marrying children in 44 states? That's why they're so quiet. Because I'm ruling and reigning for real now. Oh, yeah. Just a little while ago, you was calling me a pedophile, wasn't you? Well, isn't it so funny that you turned out to be that exact thing? And I am the exact person that's revealing the exact thing that you are? You got a Little League marriage. Say it like a turkey. You got a Little League marriage. You got a Little League marriage. Yeah. While your kids are opening gifts, keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. You got the gift of Little League marriage all around. Put that under the tree as a stocking stuffing. Hey. Hey. You should leave a note to Santa about this. Hey, you should talk to the North Pole about this. Hey, does Santa know y'all got a Little League marriage? Hey, man, it's about to be hell. That's a good stocking stuffer. Little League marriage information with my face on it. Hey, hey, won't you use my YouTube channel, A Ghost Country, as a stocking stuffer to tell them about Little League marriage? It's a good stocking stuffer. Just little pieces of paper with my YouTube channel on it. That's all you gotta do. Greatest gift you can give anybody. To find out that they got 44 states with child marriage. You know how many of these kids will be grateful? You know how many people in America will be grateful for this stocking stuffer to have my channel, subscribe to my channel and find out all this information. That's a great stocking stuffer. Huh? Great stocking stuffer you had since 95. Hey, you ain't put nothing in that stocking worth nothing since 95, buddy. Hey, man, I told you, man. We'll make them want to kill themselves when we get done with this. And we don't even care. You know what Jesus Christ said? It's better that you kill yourself, throw yourself to the bottom of the sea, put a chain around your neck with a milestone, than to offend one of his little ones. You know who the little ones is? For all the pedophile witch hunters, it's not children. I know, you was waiting for the punchline and say, see, there's the children part. You just as crazy as the pedophile yourself. I'm talking about the pedophile witch hunters. They're just as crazy as the pedophiles, you know. Well, they're just as crazy when they got Little League marriage and they don't know about it. You're just as crazy. But it's talking about the Christians. It says for you to offend one of these little ones that believe in me, the people that believe in him are the Christians. He says it's better that you kill yourself. So you can do that. That's biblical. That's biblical. Because you already offended me. Why you got Little League marriage, buddy?